Hey guys, what up? Back to the channel here, Me-262, and today we are taking out the Me-262, as you can see on the screen right now. And the first impressions of this plane is it is extremely heavy. I mean, really heavy, and these engines are just not enough thrust to really, get it off the ground. And usually you would take off around 240, but if you're in a tight situation, you could start pulling up at like 230 kilometers an hour. And that's the way I usually fly. But yeah, like sometimes if you have a really small runway, you might have to turn around and then go take off. But anyway, I have this plane stock right now, and I'm trying to unlock, well, not unlock, but or research the different modifications for this plane. But right now, I'm gonna like side climb over to our bases because I know that there's gonna be bombers coming. Like, of course, there's always bombers. And so right now, you just climb around. I climb around 10 degrees. Actually, not 10. Sorry, 20 degrees. And the rate of climb for this plane is 15 degrees. Not degrees. Well, meters per second, if you want to say. Yeah, so right now, almost to where I want to be, but I want to climb a little bit higher because, as you can see, there's bombers right over there. And this plane, you will have so much fun with. It's like you can usually go head on, and that's how you're gonna get a kill. Is usually a head on pass the enemy target. But if you want to like dogfight or something, you would usually turn fight with another jet or plane or something around I fly between 400 and 500 kilometers an hour. That way you get the most, I'm gonna say, turn, the best rate of turn. And yeah, it should be that should be good, because like over 600 kilometers an hour, you're gonna start passing out, and when you pass out, that's not good, obviously. And yeah, so generally that's the way I fly, at around 400, 500 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so like I was saying before, if you go over 600 kilometers an hour trying to dogfight with someone, you're going to pass out, or almost close to pass out, and you might actually pass out. And also, if you go too slow, like underneath 400 kilometers an hour, you're going to be stalling out in a turn, and you're really going to have a huge turn radius, so that's not good. And right now, I'm going to try to head to this P-80 over here, and try to maybe kill one of them. I don't know, but we'll see what happens, because I don't know what really. This bomber seems interesting right here, but I don't know if I want to go to it. There's a lot of bombers up in the air, and if we don't shoot them down, they'll easily win the game. If we don't shoot them down, because they'll just keep bombing everything. So we'll see. Yeah, so right now I'm going really slow. See, I'm going under 400 kilometers an hour. Turning is horrid under 400 kilometers an hour. Usually we try to stay up at like 460 trying to turn with somebody, but it's all depending on how fast you're really turning into that turn. I'm going to stall climb for this guy. Well, not really stall climb, but try to shoot him so I can at least get an assist, but I missed, of course. Yeah, and another thing with this plane, these cannons are the slowest cannons. They're not slowest, but just low velocity. And low velocity technically is slow. It reaches its target extremely at a slower rate than other guns will. So yeah, so sometimes if you're going head on with someone and you start shooting at them like at a kilometer away, that's what usually I shoot at, or even further than a kilometer away. They will see your 30 mils coming, and they're like, "Oh crap, get out of the way!" So then they'll just dive out of the way. But if you're lucky enough, which you hopefully will, you can be able to like drop the nose real fast and hit them with like a single 30 or something, and hopefully kill them. And right now, I am actually doing an overlay, like post recording of my voice, because usually when I record something. I'm just not really prepared to record, so I don't really have my mic when I'm playing games like this. And when I do usually try to have my mic and like talk, you know, to you guys, the audience, while flying, I usually get shot down immediately. So I'm like, oh, screw that. I'll just, you know, record afterwards because I really don't feel like losing 15K every time I die. I tried to do that with like the F2H, and that was just horrible. I wasted like 13K every game. But I I really love this plane. I mean, even though it's not that like well with power, the acceleration's really really slow. So it's just, I don't know how to really explain it, but I love this plane. It's probably because it has the second highest burst mass. That's the reason why I love it so much. Yeah, and the stall is about 240 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, head this guy. There we go. Got him. See, you hit him with a single 30 mil and they're gone. They're dead, exploding. So now I'm gonna head on this P80 right here and just watch this. Ready? I missed. Well, I got a critical, and but so yeah, you usually get at least a critical and a head on, and sometimes you spark, sometimes you get a critical. I usually at least get a critical. I did spark a Spitfire once going head on. It was retarded. I can't believe it. And that guy, he bailed out. He was gonna go down. I think I criticaled his wing or something. But now I'm just gonna go for the climb up again, and that will allow me to get above this P80 over here on my left hand side. And looks like I'm gonna try to shoot him down, obviously, but he's turning into me right here. Yeah, he's turning into me head on, and I start shooting, I miss, and then now got him. Yeah, and if you pause play that, you'll be able to see that the one little 30 mil hits his left wing and shears it off. And that's why I love these 30 millimeters, because that's what they do, and they just kill him instantly. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip, the next part of this video. Hope you like this part. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Japan in a mixed battle, obviously, because we're in a map designed for the Americans versus the Japs, but mixed battle, unfortunately, and I hate mixed battles. Just because the fact that I have to go against other German planes, like, even if I'm an American plane, I have to go up against other American planes. I just hate going against the same country. I think it's unrealistic, and I'm flying realistic right now. But anyway, I'm gonna climb up here real quick, and maybe provide cover to the B-29s or follow this meteor up here, go into the battle, and see what we can do damage-wise, and hopefully kill-wise. So last game we got 3 kills. All 3 kills were head-on passes with the enemy, except for, I mean, you could still count it as the head-on pass and killed him. That second kill with the P80, I criticaled him and he ended up bailing out. But yeah, this plane, I read, had the second highest burst mass in the game, and it is extremely well at head-ons. I mean, as long as you can hit your target, that target is not going to fly away alive. And you might be taken out with the guy that you shot down, like he might shoot you down too, but it's such a good feeling to blow him to pieces with 30 mils. I love the 30 mils. And I'm glad that they're center mounted, and that way it allows just the stream of bullets to be exactly where I aim, no matter what the convergence is set at. It's just always straight in front of you, and that way all you have to do is worry about the lead, and that's it. Not the lead, but the bullet drop, and that's it. But lead on the turn fighting is extremely hard when you're trying to lead a target with these 30 mils, because they're such low velocity, as I'm sure I mentioned 100 times. But, and I mentioned earlier also, you do not want to turn fight below 500 I'm not below 500. I'm sorry, below 400 and not above 500. Because if you're above 500, you're gonna pass out below. You know, you're not even efficient at turning at that point. Um, so right now, I'm gonna try to get higher than these guys that are coming in front of me. And I saw there's a Yak 3, like 107. I haven't seen that before. Is that new, or am I just blind and I haven't seen it in the Russian tree yet? That's weird. And I don't know if that's jet. Is that it can't be a jet. Somehow they got tied up into a jet game, so maybe it is. I am not too sure. I have no clue. There's an F-84 to my right. Oh, B-24? I just changed my mind. Let's go bomber hunting. I've decided I'm going to chase this one that's way out there. And that guy's, a B-24 is 11 kilometers away. I'll just keep on this path for now. He's way out there though. He will turn in eventually, so maybe I don't have to go after him. Go after one of these guys up here to my left. There's a, oh, I'm gonna go after this B-24 over here. He's pretty close to me. I'm going about 600 kilometers an hour. Almost, well, decreasing speed now that I'm climbing. And this climb rate is 15 meters per second. That is pretty good. It's just these, and I missed horribly. But these engines are just very, I'm gonna say underpowered. I'm going to say underpowered because the acceleration is just horrible. And you see these stream of bullets. Wow. I love the B-24 because of those stream of bullets. I mean, if you're good of a gunner like I think I am, then you will kill anything that's behind you as long as I'm doing. If I were in that gunner seat and I'm back here, I would probably have killed or at least got the 262 critical. And I got this engine number 1 oil. That engine's not gonna last too long. I got some hits on him right here. I'm just gonna get really close to him, spray and pray. Oh, got him on fire, and he is dead. Now he just hit the front section of my plane. I should be fine. And I just spotted there's a little dot right down there to my right. I think I'm gonna attack him. And he's the B-17 I saw earlier. Wow, what a coincidence. That B-17 should not have turned in now. Like, that's why I saw him. Should have kept going out and then turned in. Yeah, so I'm perfectly fine pretty much. Just a little scrape on the front of my nose. And I'm going to demonstrate the good approach to any bomber. It's between like the 4 or 5 o'clock. And you come in slightly higher and you'll see why. Because I'm going to get some hits on him. This is a really good approach for the 262. I just got his enemy gunner. And the reason why that's such a good approach, oh, he got a fuel leak on my chute. But anyway, the reason why it's such a good approach is because that angle is just, it's easier for you to lead your 30 mils better than like doing top down or bottom up. And bottom up is just so weird with this plane. Oh, I just basically sparked him, and I got a damage of tail. And what is that? Like, did I shoot his rudder off or something? Or his elevator? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But it looks like he's going down. I hope he does not get shot down by AAA. I would hate that. I hate that when that happens, because if the AAA shoots him down, I don't even get a kill assist. Usually, that's how it works. But yeah, the stalling with this plane is like 240 without any flaps down. And, oh, I got a hit on him. Oh my god, I barely, almost crashed into him. And I got another damages of tail on him, critical hit on with, I guess I took out his elevator right there. And he's going down. Yeah, he's going down. Yep, he is dead. You will not rip in this plane. Like, I pulled 7Gs right there. You will, and it said, whatever it said, overloaded G's or whatever. You will not rip in this plane. This plane is extremely, extremely sturdy. You will pass out before you rip your wings. But you're gonna say to me, you're gonna be like, oh, well, if you take the plane straight down and then pitch up really hard, well, yeah, you probably will rip your wings because you're going at like 1,000 kilometers an hour. But anyway, as you saw earlier, my engines were overheating because if you keep your throttle up at 100%, you will overheat your engines, and that's what happens in real life. And I want to land on an airfield, but none of them have been taken over yet, so I'm going to try on a landing carrier, land on a carrier, excuse me. But anyway, in real life, the pilots, like, if they didn't really pay attention to their engine, and when the engine would overheat, they would actually expand the fans and blow out the engine, and obviously you got to land after that. And this plane had, in real life, it had a real overheating issue, but you could easily manage that by just lowering your throttle down. And in this game, a helpful tip is if you reduce your throttle to 99%, you will never overheat. I've never overheated on 99%. You might go a little bit yellow if you're climbing at 99% throttle. If you're climbing, you might go to like the tan yellow, whatever. But I'm coming in for landing here, and you want to hit the deck at like 220 kilometers an hour to be at just the stalling point with the landing flaps. And what a beautiful landing that was. And of course the engine shut off because I destroyed the heck out of them. But I landed. That is 25 seconds to repair. And I don't know if you can see it right here, but the plane is slowly moving. I don't understand why, because with all that weight on those two engines, you shouldn't be moving. I don't understand why, but the Meteor F, he was going to attempt a carrier landing, and he is designed for carrier landings, and he crashed, and I am not designed, and I landed. So, back with the reclimb I go. Just got an air spawn, thank God. I'm going to go with the climb, and hopefully kill another guy. So yes, kill another guy is what I am going to do, and I'm thinking about chasing this F-84 all the way out there, but I do not know if I want to do that. I think it's just going to be a waste of time, waste of fuel, but like what fuel really matters in this game. But I'm going to try. I mean, he's the only guy I see right now. And somebody in the chat says last guy alive, but I just looked in the scoreboard. He is obviously not the last guy alive, but you know, some people are kind of retarded. But anyway, Chicken Fry just said, "Welp, I'm dead." He got, I think, 2 or 3 kills, and I think his engine shot out, so he's probably gonna crash. That's why he said he's gonna die. Maybe, hopefully, he can get back somewhere. Nah, if he has no engine, he's not going to make it back, unfortunately. Now, I said earlier that this plane is like multi-row. Well, you saw me shooting down the bombers, obviously. You saw me shooting down the fighters. But you can actually kill medium tanks with my 30s, which I think I'm going to do right now, so I can get extra points. But you can kill medium tanks with the 30s. You just get a couple of hits on them, and bang, you blow up the tank. And with like 8 medium tanks blown up, if you kill 8 medium tanks and like 2 armored cars, you'll have about 5,000 points on the scoreboard. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna head over there and see what's going on over there, and maybe I can get a couple of medium tank kills. And then I just spotted this B-29, and I'm like, that guy is mine, and hopefully nobody else kills him. But I'm pretty much the only guy who's close enough to engage him, besides the Spitfire, because I think the Spitfire is going in for a landing. And yep, Chicken Fry just died. 12.5 kilometers away from me. But he's not gonna get away, because I'm gonna kill him. I think he bombed a carrier or not. We have all 4 carriers, but there's like a little sliver that's been taken from like the health of the base. I don't really know what to call that, but that's weird. I think that's pretty weird. 8 kilometers away, gaining on this guy pretty fast. That F-84 is still over there, and wow, he crashed. Good thing I didn't chase him all the way out there. And I'm thinking that the guy who was chasing him got a few hits on him, and the F-84 crashed, and it didn't give him the kill. If I was in that spot, I would be so pissed, because I hate that when that happens. You get like a critical on a guy, he hits the ground, blows up, and you get no points. And that guy, the B-29 just blew out the carrier, and the Spitfire was landing on it. Maybe he fell through and crashed, because he said he crashed and died. Man, that sucks. That is pretty bad. The last guy alive, this B-29 is, and hopefully I will be able to destroy him. 360 rounds ready to be pumped into that B-29. He is turning towards me. I am planning an attack run right now. Gaining my lead. Turning in. Fire now. He got some hits. That's a little bit of oil trailing from him. He got hit on me. And a fuel leak. I don't understand what's up with this plane and fuel leaks. But anyway. That guy has like laser cannon. Not cannons, but laser guns. Put out the combat flaps. And here we go. Another attack run. Hit him. Got some sparks. Sparkle thunder this is. Oh, there we go. Destroyed him. And I just thought there he would have shot me down with those 50 cals. Good thing he didn't, though. Killed his gunner. Got his tail control blown off. And then his fuel tank destroyed and ripped his wing off. I love these 30 mils. I've said that like 100 times. But I love this plane. Anyway, please leave a like and a subscription. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time.